everyone. This is Patrice with the Positivity Corner, and I'm back with another video series and a new artist. You may not recognize this gentleman right here, but he is so influential in the world of R&B soul. You don't hear much about him, but along with people like Sam Cooke, Ray Charles, James Brown, this gentleman transformed the blues and jazz and R&B into what we know as soul music, and he influenced so many people during his time. I'm talking about the iconic, legendary Jackie Wilson. His nickname was Mr. Excitement, folks. He was one of the best live performers who ever lived. Go look him up on YouTube. Phenomenal. A phenomenal performer. He was a tenor. He had a 4-octave range. He was considered a master showman and performer. And it's a shame that he's not remembered in the same vein as some of the other people that I mentioned, because he's so influential. He first started out singing gospel music. His mother was a celebrated gospel singer in her church, and he initially got his big break as being a lead singer of the Dominoes. He went solo in 1957, and he was a phenomenon, folks. He scored over 50 chart singles, from easy listening to doo-wop to soul to R&B to pop. He had 16 R&B hits. 6 of them went to number 1, and he had 6 hits which reached the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. He was inducted posthumously into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's in the National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame. He's got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. When, I love my Rolling Stone polls, right? When they talked about the 100 greatest artists of all time, he was on that list. And he was also on Rolling Stone's list of the 100 greatest singers of all time. I'm telling you, I used to love to watch this guy when I was a kid. He used to come on the, those little dance shows like Hullabaloo and Shindig and all that kind of stuff. And he was just amazing. He would do splits. He'd even do backflips. He'd do spins. If you look at Prince and Michael Jackson, and then you look at Jackie Wilson, you go, oh, okay, that's where they got that from. Along with James Brown. Elvis Presley was a huge fan of Jackie Wilson, and Jackie Wilson was a huge fan of Elvis. In fact, another nickname of Jackie Wilson's was the Black Elvis Presley. And when Elvis Presley heard about it, he said, well, I am the white Jackie Wilson. I love it. Of course, they all influenced each other, but he was special. This guy was special, folks. And it's a damn shame that he's not remembered as well as some of the other people. He died in the early 1980s, folks. He had a catastrophic illness on stage and spent years fighting to recover from it, and succumbed to his illness in 1984 at the age of 49 years old. Wow, gone way too soon, this dude. But we've got the records. We've got his recordings, thank goodness. And lots of film clips of him too. But I am going to start off with his solo stuff. So we're talking late 1950s. As a matter of fact, this particular song came out in 1958. I love this song. This is one of his best songs. I'm just going to do a couple by him, but I love it. I love it. It's so typical 50s, but the way that he sings it. This is Jackie Wilson with a classic from 1958. And this one is called Lonely Teardrops.
My heart is crying, crying, lonely teardrops. My pillow never dry, lonely teardrops. Come home, just say you will, say you will, say you will. My heart is crying, crying, lonely teardrops. My pillow never dry, lonely teardrops. Come home, just say you will, say you will, say you will. Just give me another chance for our romance. Come on and tell me that one day you'll return. 'Cause every day that you've been gone away, you know how my heart does nothing but burn, crying. Lonely teardrops, my pillow never dry, lonely teardrops. Come home, just say you will, say you will, say you will. Hey, say it right now, baby. Come on. Say it that you. Say it right now, baby. Yeah, come on.
Oh my goodness. What a voice. Wow. That was, a classic by the one and only Jackie Wilson from 1958. And that song was called Lonely Teardrops. And it was a big hit. It was number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the R&B, and it is ranked in the Rolling Stone poll as one of the 500 greatest songs of all time, as well as one of the 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. And it was co-written by none other than Berry Gordy Jr. and his sister, Gwen Gordy, along with Raquel Billy Davis. The three of them wrote that joint. Kudos to y'all. Just that's a winner right there. Oh, I just love his voice. As always, this is Patrice with the Positivity Corner. Please like, click, share, subscribe, join the party, and push that button for further content, folks. I will be back with another one for the iconic Jackie Wilson.